love sending Kym pictures because she gets irritated. Whatever irritates Kym, I like to do.
Funny mamas.
So I had a
Thanks. Two funny mamas. What's with the grin?
Hi! Welcome to Two Funny Mamas. But wait a minute. I thought they was going to cut them off so we'd be a surprise. Y'all don't say that. I thought you had a square. Right. Hey, welcome to Two Funny Mamas. I'm Kym Whitley.
And I'm Sherri Shepherd. We're not winning an NAACP Emmy Award this time. It's just it went down south.
Yes, we have two special guests.
Logan, can you go to the two shot with its vertical? If not, don't worry about it.
Why are you screaming?
Am I screaming? I got a new.
Oh, it's just Sherri and Kym. There they are.
Look. There we are. Yes, look at that. And a shoulder. And a shoulder. Okay. What happened? Well, anyway,
what happened?
Welcome to the show. I don't know. She got mad at Chris and put the shot back. Welcome to Two Funny Mamas, everyone. I don't know. I got a new mic. I don't know why. And Mike.
Right. Logan, go back to that vertical two shot. Here, start over in 3.
This sounds like the most
one.
unprofessional podcast I have ever. I don't
know
Kym.
What just happened. Kym, redo your intro.
Hi, welcome to Two Funny Mamas. I'm Kym Whitley.
And I'm Sherri Shepherd. This is
and
why
this is Sherri's old breast. Oh, huh?
Okay,
sorry.
Only because I got my breast cut off. I'm still having fun. I know you think because I got rid of my breasts, I'm not having fun. But you back to normal.
Sorry.
That's what I like.
Let me introduce my guest, Sherri. I got a gate man here fixing my gate. I gotta go talk to the gate man.
What is going on?
We got Michael John White here. Actor, extraordinary producer, director, and we have his lovely wife. It is Gillian White, actress, a stunt woman, mother. What else you do, girl?
Everything.
And I like to say, and my cousins, but they's a bad couple. Is he looking for me?
Hi, gate man.
Oh, hey, let me go talk to the gate man. I'll talk to them for a second. Don't worry, this is normal. This is normal. I didn't even ask her. Oh, Michael, you're so big. Oh, we be back.
Sherri Shepherd is an award-winning talk show host. You've seen her on the Sherri Show, and she's here to talk to Michael and Gillian. Sherri, we've had an exciting...
Michael and Gillian.
We have an exciting thing.
I'm very excited to meet Kym's cousins. and at the same time, I'm going, this is our podcast, Michael and Gillian, that we've had for 3 years.
3 years.
We're still working. We're still working out the what you call it, Chris. We're still working out the kinks.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, dang. Oh.
I hope. See, this is what we do, Michael, Gillian. This is just me where I get to talk to movie stars and people that I respect.
Gate man,
You know, I'm gonna tell you why God don't like ugly, because I was about to light into Kym's ass, and my son just called me.
Right.
So now I got to take accountability too. I'm part of the unprofessional. Jeffrey, you got to call a car.
Oh, I guess I'm on.
Hey,
I got to take part in the. You know what? Welcome to the show, Michael.
As I turn my phone off.
Yes, please.
And turn your phone off. And Gillian White, we're so excited to have you on Two Funny Mamas. And as you can see, this is why it gets funny. Thank you so much. Oh, don't forget to call a car for Jeffrey. Okay. And my son is still in school and he had an after school. We got to get a car for him. It's exciting to have you here. Despite all, like I said, it's taken us 3 years. We're going on our 4th year. We're working out the kinks. So hopefully by the 6th year, this is going to be a smooth running.
It's going to be smooth sailing.
Smooth sailing. We've been off for, and literally, what in the world keeps happening here? We have been off for the entire summer to just get our bearings back, but it's apparent that we still have work to do. But thank you for coming on the show.
We're happy to be here.
You have a movie that just was released. Can you tell us the name of the movie?
The movie's called Outlaw, Johnny Black, and my wife here, she produced it with me, and she makes a cameo in it. But there's a whole lot of great people, including your co-host who's dealing with the gate man, So yeah, Nikki is she's in the poster. Yeah, she's in the poster right there, and people are having a good time with this movie. I'm proud to say.
So what is Outlaw Johnny Black about?
Well, it is a Western blaxploitation, romantic comedy, faith-based movie. It's got all equal parts. It's about my character, Outlaw Johnny Black, who's trying to get revenge, but it winds up telling a deeper story than all that. Are you ready to sit back down?
No, I got to get a check.
Okay. She's got to get a check.
Oh my God.
Okay. So continuing, got a lot of other funny people up in there, including Erica Ash. We got Anika Noni Rose, who's front and center right there. And
we got some great comedians. We got Tommy Davidson and Tony Baker and
reconnected the old Black Dynamite crew. And what you're seeing right now, we're seeing the same thing. These are people who won a contest. They're from all around different countries. Guy in the middle is from Australia. Guy on the one end is from India, and we had like this contest thing for people to win a walk-on role, and so that's a picture that we're all seeing the same thing.
Oh man, I know they had fun.
Oh, they loved it. It was so exciting for them.
Yeah, but we got the reviews have been amazing. People are getting the message because it's funny, but it has something to say, you know. So
this is an independent film that you put out. I love it because you are the producer of this, and now you are in your own right. We love Michael Jai White. We know you, Gillian, in your own right. You are a stunt woman, and you get out there and you kick butt. I watch you on Instagram when you work out. Your workout regimen is like bar none. Wow, I don't even know how you do it. But now wearing the producer's hat. Is this the first time you're producing, or have you done this before?
No, well, I've been acting for 26 years now, and I started doing action films maybe about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
So I just kind of segue into it because, of course, I have one of the baddest martial artists as my teacher. So, and now I got to wear my producer hat on this one.
Oh, this is cool. Now, how long did it take you to shoot Johnny Black?
Well, it took us 21 days to shoot it, but a couple of years to get that going. You know, we shot a trailer, a mock trailer to get the money up. And so Kym helped out with that.
Yeah, she came on board.
She came, I got her in and out in something like a half an hour.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say.
And I said, Kym, throw on this old looking dress, right? And you hold this Bible, hide your manicure, and say these lines. I'm only going to
She just had her nails done. We were like, that's not going to work in 1800s.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And so she had a few.
No French manicures.
Yeah, and then I was in 20 minutes she was done. I was like, "You done?" She's like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm serious." And I cut the whole trailer together, and when the money people got to see it, that's what made them just go, "Okay, here you go," because we kind of showed the end result, and so many people thought that mock trailer was the real thing. We kind of did a little too well on that because people were expecting the movie, and I'm like, no.
Right. They thought the trailer was the trailer for the movie.
Yeah. So.
But what's so great is the movie is doing really well, and it's receiving really great reviews. So it even topped the trailer, though it was different.
Oh yeah. We eventually got a real.
Say it again, Mike. I interrupted. Say it again.
I said, well, eventually we did a real trailer. And I put out something on YouTube, The Tale of Two Trailers. I put the first one out just so people understood that wasn't the trailer, right? And so then the second trailer was kind of like the real, closer to the real trailer with the real footage after we shot the movie. But I wanted to offer that so, somebody could use that to get their own movie done. I mean, they could take a page out of my book and get their movie financed that way.
This is what I was going to ask you, because this is an independent film and you had to go through the steps to get money to make this independent film. It's not just you could write a check for this movie to be done. You had to hire crew, you had to hire actors. You know, it was so many things that went into it. What kind of advice, are there a couple tips that you would give people, or advice who are thinking about, you know, I want to, make my own film and go that route?
Yeah, I say, it's hard to sell an intangible, right? A lot of people think about a pitch, but you're limited to the imagination or lack thereof of the person you're pitching it to. So with this movie, like I said, this is a faith-based action black comedy. The studios ain't in the market of doing something like that. They're in the market of doing the same thing over and over. So I always say you got to go as far as you can on your own, right? Yeah. And then, because when you're late, when your train is leaving the track, that's when people want to jump on it because you made up your decision. You're going to get it done no matter what. So that, to me, is the best way about going about things. Don't wait for somebody up top to rain something down on you. I'm not just talking about God, but I'm talking about just somebody in a higher echelon that's going to help. No, work with your people. Move ahead. Just keep going forward. Eventually, you'll get it done. So if you have that attitude, that's when people, they kind of, the powers that be know that they'll win with that kind of energy.
And I love that, because you're right. Hollywood likes to make everything they like to put a label. So when you start throwing in a bunch of stuff, I've never heard that, a faith-based action, romance, outlaw, Hollywood goes, that's too many things. But I love it because it just sounds funny. I want to go and see this movie. Not to mention, you got some really great names. I want to say, Gillian, when you go in and you pitch this to actors, how do you get them on board? Because they get asked to do movies all the time.
Well, a lot of people want to just get on board because Mike had a film prior to this called Black Dynamite. And people knew what he did with that film. And so when they heard about Outlaw Johnny Black coming on, they were like, oh, I'm totally trying to be down with that. So it wasn't that hard. And when they read the script, they were sold. The script was amazing. And the fact they knew what he could bring after Black Dynamite, people just wanted to jump on board. So it really wasn't hard to get the cast. We got everyone we wanted for this movie. Everyone we had in mind when we were looking at the characters and we put down actors' names, we got every single person we wanted.
Because y'all got some good people. The names again, I remember.
Lynn Turman.
I got you.
Lynn Turman plays his father.
It started with him.
Yeah,
you got Anika Noni Rose. I'm going, whoa. Not to mention Kym Whitley, bar none, amazing comedic actress. Then you were saying Tony Baker and who else did you? Tommy Davidson.
Buddy Lewis.
Yeah, and a lot of cameos. Surprise cameos in there. Yeah.
Michael, I have I'm curious. Did you book the martial artists that jumped in? You got two legends from the UFC in the movie. I don't know if it's a surprise or not.
We had three legends in the UFC.
Yeah.
We had two heavyweight champions.
Right. We had Randy Couture
and Josh Barnett. Both of them were heavyweight champions who fought each other, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
For the heavyweight title.
Oh, Cowboy.
And Cowboy Cerrone was probably one of the most famous UFC
he had
fighters.
One of the most fights or the most wins in UFC history. Are those text message deals, Michael? Did you set that up?
Yes.
Totally.
This whole movie was out of the cell phone. Yeah, pretty much.
This is just very cool. And then, so now the movie can be seen. How can people go see your film?
It's in theaters nationwide. For the next, I don't know how many more weeks it's going to be, but it's in the major cities, and so this is
going on 3 weeks now that it's been in theaters. But yeah, it's pretty much in all the major cities.
Okay, so at all the theaters, Outlaw Johnny Black. Am I saying the name of the movie correctly?
That's right.
I've got some comments when you want them.
Oh, are we live?
Oh, buddy, are we?
We are live.
Don't look on your face.
On me. I thought we were taping this. You know what? When I say we got to work out the kinks, we got to work out the kinks.
When I would agree with you, as I feel like I've kind of been the pointing to for about 3 years now. I agree. I will say, Sherri, at yours and I's frustration, the amount of comments at that intro were like, if you change this or if you clean this up, we're not watching anymore.
Oh, well, then let me tell you something. We about to lose a bunch of y'all because we about to step up to another level. After a certain time, me and Kym was talking the other day. We was like, are we just getting tired of not doing stuff right? So thank you for watching.
They like the spontaneity of it.
I don't walk around with expectations personally.
Right, I don't either.
So I'm like,
wait a minute, hold up. You don't walk around with no expectations.
Not in these situations. I love happy accidents personally. Mm-hmm. We just roll with it, and people, they like that authenticity. And this is my cousin, so
we're used to it.
That's what I just want to say. I can tell y'all related, Michael. I could, Kym, you able to articulate it better than Kym. She just put her foot up in the camera.
Sherri, I knew they were.
Sir.
I knew that they were down to party when they were like, "Hey, does Kym care if we just come by her house?" My follow up was immediately, "Have you been there? Like, have you been to this? Have you been to the house? It's a wonderful home with a lot of people and a lot of chaos."
Well, I do want to say because we have a strike going on with the WGA. We have an interim agreement, so they are back to work, the writers, but the actors are still on strike. So the film, can you say the name of the film again? I'm sorry, they told me I'm live and now I'm discombobulated.
Outlaw Johnny Black.
Outlaw Johnny Black.
Rated fresh right now on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's what?
Rated fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Go see it.
No, that is really good. This is a film
I think the last time I looked, it had over 90% audience score. It's like 95% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.
And on Rotten Tomatoes, you get a 90% audience score. That means it's a really good movie. So we're able to talk about this movie because it is an independent film, and it's not a big release with the streamers or the, because we're not allowed to do that. But because Outlaw Johnny Black is an independent film, we can give you your flowers and promote it. You know me, they own me.
Yeah, we got our SAG agreement to promote it, so we're all good.
You got your SAG agreement. Good. Let me let you know, girl. They'll be calling me in, and human resources going, what just happened here?
Exactly.
So I wanted to make that clear. We had some comments from people. We'd love to hear.
This is we got a hot group in the live chat.
All right.
Monica, Sherri, you can't bring the Sherri Show production to this podcast. We love the chaos of the show. Listen, you think like, oh yeah, it's just some fly-by-night operation in the Midwest. I'm Team Sherri with this statement. Organization and everything, I'm all over it, and I've been screamed at by fans for the last 3 years. Be like, stop trying to make them into your show, Chris. This isn't yours. These are our ladies. So I'm Team Sherri with this one, and she's a 51% owner of the podcast. So I gotta side with her.
A lot in front of Kym, that I'm a 51%.
Hey, when she gets back, be like, "What's up, 49%?" All right, so comments. MJ. Sorry, Sherri. Go ahead. Shout out to MJ. I saw it the first day. Love the Outlaw Johnny Black. Look at that, listeners coming through. You're Lisa, yes, you're live. I'm watching from Minneapolis. I'm going to go see the movie right away to support. Look at this.
Yes.
This is real-time feedback.
You know what I love about this?
Was there a question?
I'm coming.
And Michael.
Somebody talking.
Hey, 49% owner. How are you?
How you doing? Look, he was a talker. Look, some seafood salad. Y'all want some?
Oh, God.
Onion bread now?
That's disgusting.
That's okay. That's the perfect thing to be eating right next to us.
Seafood salad.
Oh, yeah. I see you ain't defending cousin now, Michael.
Right.
Look at Michael John White. Before, girl, he was defending you. That's my cousin, Sherri. And I like fly-by-night productions. I like productions that are just happy accidents because that's my cousin. You get over there with that stank breath. He like, look, girl.
You don't talk about. Oh wait, there was a question. Michael wants to finish answering.
It was something.
Okay.
I'm waiting through the comments. I apologize. I'm going to check out this movie. Couldn't make it last weekend from Abby. A lot of people showing a lot of support for Michael's new film Outlaw Johnny Black that you can all go see in theaters, and I'm sure it'll be available for purchase soon as well. Michael, what's the difference between you've got agents, you've got big credits, everything. What's the drive to go independent and to do 17 jobs rather than just be the stunning the star or even a big part of a I guess supporting role in a bigger production?
Hey, I like telling our own stories, and I created this, right? So my thing is, if I know this thing better than everybody else, I should be doing it.
Yes.
It's like some people with their own shows, right? You hands on, you do everything because you get it. Ain't nobody gonna care about it more than you, right? So that's really what it's all about.
I love the fact in this day and age and everything that is happening, Michael and Gillian, and then we're speaking to Michael White and his wife Gillian White about their new film Outlaw Johnny Black. I love the fact, we need joy, we need laughter, we need fun. And Outlaw Johnny Black is bringing all of that. You got amazing names. You got Gillian. I want to know, Gillian, when I was on your Instagram, because you and Michael have known each other a long time. Can you tell us how you met? You're a stunt woman. Michael Jawad is an actor and a stunt man, because I remember you from everything you've done. Michael, how did y'all meet?
At the club.
Are you serious?
We met at the
You
club.
don't even go to the club.
Yes, I
Yes,
do.
back in the day.
I ain't
Back in
never
the day,
seen you
we
at a
love
club.
dancing.
You used to see me in clubs all
We
the
met in the club.
time.
You ain't supposed to say that part because that means I was at the club.
Yes,
Exactly.
you were. Yes, you
You
were.
met at a party, not like a real
What
club.
was that club over in Century City? What was it called?
It's,
Oh, the Century Club.
The
that's
Century
right,
Club.
That's
yeah.
where we met.
I didn't think about that as a club.
No, it wasn't there.
What Century Club?
No, it was a Dave Brown party.
Dave
No,
Brown
right
at
at
the
the-
party.
probably at
But I
the
thought it was
Century
a
No,
Club.
it wasn't
No,
at the
was it?
Century Club.
Okay.
It was another place that it was like a restaurant that he turned into
Okay.
something, right? And
A Dave Brown party.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dave
exactly.
yeah.
Brown brought us together.
He always got the
Yeah.
cute women.
yeah, and so she had her voluptuous, gorgeous friend with her,
I
who
did.
was all about like, let me show you every one of my attributes, those type of people.
That was my girl.
That was her girl, but like, I was like, nice to meet you, whatever. But who is that one who I think is finer, who ain't showing nothing, and basically it's about her own thing? And I gravitated to her friend, and me and her friend danced all night, and that was like 27 years ago.
27 years ago.
Yep, that's 27 years ago.
So how long have y'all been together?
I knew she was about to ask
Wait,
this.
so how'd y'all
So-
come? Because I know his story.
Right.
How y'all go back around?
Well, luck.
Yeah, luck. Seriously.
Yeah.
Because we were like, I was on a show called Xena Warrior Princess. I was shooting in New Zealand.
Yes.
He was shooting something. We kind of just drifted,
And then we got back together
and then we got back together years later.
when I thought I was going to die.
He
because-
called me. He thought he was going to die, and he
Yeah,
called me.
I remember this
Yes,
story.
yes,
Yes.
I got sick on set
Yes.
when I was doing a movie, and I thought I was going to die because I've never been drunk before, right? So I
Yes.
got a cold medicine that affected me some kind of way, and I panicked. And then I ended up calling her thinking I was going to die, and committed to her that if I died, she was the one.
He was
Right.
like,
Oh,
he
let
was
her
like you were the
know.
one that
That
got
got
away.
away.
Exactly.
Right. And so
And I need to tell you this because I think I'm
Yes.
gonna die.
So since I didn't die, I left that on the table there, and I had to go like, I guess I better
Gotta own up
like
to
talk
this.
about this. And we got together, and here we go.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, that's fantastic. So wait,
Okay, so
you were
Uh-huh.
free and clear when y'all got together?
We both were.
We both were.
That's amazing, because usually ain't nobody free and clear.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was fate.
Wow.
it's so interesting. when you think of, you were with somebody, Gillian, you were in a relationship, and then how everything works out, timing. It works out the way it's supposed to, because when you came together, you like you say, you were both free and clear, but you guys have been together now for how many years?
Oh boy, a lot. 12, a little more than that.
12, 13, we've been back together.
12, 13.
Yeah.
Okay, good, because we can get some advice, because Kym and I can't keep a man to save our life.
First of all,
we are there.
We both should
You better agree with
somebody. All them 5 men on that set, and them stunt men, and some of them Asian men, and Mike ain't said one time, "Hey Kym, that's a good one right there." None of that.
There wasn't a good one there.
And he's honest. He is not going to set you up with somebody that is not a good person.
Cowboy Cerrone. There you go.
No, there was some girls talking about Cowboy, but I know him.
I know.
I'm like,
Oh,
no.
Cowboy. Okay.
I have friends that ask me, like, does Mike know anybody? My single friends. And he's like, nobody I want to introduce your friends to.
Yeah.
So
nobody is good.
But it's funny, because Michael, I'm the same way when my guy friends will say, "Don't you have any girlfriends?" And I go, "Yeah, I do. I got a lot of them, but they crazy. So I don't want you to. I don't want to. Yeah.
Let me rest my mouth out. I want y'all to know she's talking about
because
me.
Him come out here and everybody be like, oh man, is she like available? And I go, very much so, but she crazy. So
this is what I'm talking about. This is what the fans is talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah, but men, you got to decide what amount of crazy are you willing to deal with. I mean,
well said.
Like,
well said.
One trick I used to always ask, and I would always encourage females to ask their female friends this. Have you ever seen your mama crazy? Everybody tends to say, "Oh yeah, I've seen my mom being not." Okay, and have you ever seen your friends be crazy? And usually they do say that. Now, if everybody's saying that, what does that mean?
She crazy.
That means there's a certain amount of crazy that is in a lot of
some of them, but you're right. As you get older, I think we all crazy.
You can't exclude yourself because you're the friend of a lot of people. Just said that you was crazy. All your friends said that they've seen you crazy too. So it's a certain amount of it. Not saying everybody.
So you and Gillian have been together a long time, and we all have a little bit of craziness. And there's those days you've been married, and y'all. I love hearing about folks who are together and happy and have grown through it and love each other, because we hear so much about the divorces and like. I want to know when being together, because it does take work, and we can see the fruit of your work. But what are those days when you don't like each other? Do you have those days when you? What do you do?
I hate talking about this, only because because we sound fake. It sounds fake. I hate the way it even comes out of my mouth.
Really?
But the fact is, as long as I've known her, we might have had 3 arguments that might have lasted close to a half an hour.
Okay, that's fair though.
What?
I mean, that's unusual.
And honestly, usually the arguments were because of some type of miscommunication. You know what I mean? Like he heard me wrong, or I thought he was saying something.
So y'all are best friends. That's what you said.
Yeah,
we are. Yeah.
That's the difference.
And it sounds a little corny, but like we're like a cult of 2. But we get along.
I love that.
I mean, just like last night, like, I know you're worried about what I'm going to say.
I know. You see, I was like,
wait, why was I like this?
No,
talking about Will stuff.
You
want the choker?
No.
Oh, Kym.
Let me get this. Let me get this back on the road real quick. Okay. Well, our daughter, a lot of times she's banishing us. It's like, will y'all go in your room? I gotta do homework, or y'all laughing too much in the kitchen. I got to get some sleep. That kind of thing happens a lot, right? So see that's what I was talking about last night. Nothing else. But,
Michael, that was not the story you was gonna tell, but that look Gillian gave you behind Kym's wig.
No,
honestly, she told on herself with that look, but that's not what I was talking about.
No, my look was because I didn't know what happened. I was like, what happened last night. Like, I don't, that's
Yeah,
Why
okay,
do you
that's what
say
that
it's
look
corny?
was.
Why do you say you don't like Tom because it's
Yeah,
corny?
because it sounds like you're trying to be
like perfect.
yeah, it sounds like that. And I know how, it's like, no, but just the fact is we get along, we really get along like that. We really
that's
don't
fair.
have. I haven't had a moment where I felt like, man, I want to have my own personal space, or I'm glad I'm not with her. That's never happened.
Well, now that you
Yeah.
say that,
I've seen my cousin unhappy.
Mhm.
I didn't mean it like that. I miss.
No, this is true though.
No,
No,
I'll be
it is
honest.
true. It
You-
is
you-
okay.
you
Okay.
see me
You know what I
unhappy.
mean?
Yes.
I was to be so upset. I was like, why are you so? He just was frustrated. But then when this chick came along right here, I was like, who is the fairy godmother? Who's this little flitting butterfly?
Yeah.
So just the happiness of their friendship and just the joy that they are together. Put it this way. It's almost like this is my brother and now this is my sister-in-law, because let me tell you something. They can't never break up because I will never be with him again. I'll never talk to him. They're like one. It's a great combination. That's what I would say.
And it
I
sounds
love
corny.
this, and it came, and y'all came together on Outlaw Johnny Black, and I'm glad to see. Is this the first project that you've worked on together, Outlaw Johnny Black?
No, we've done 6 movies together, and even
Oh, you're talking about Kym or us
No,
two?
you two.
oh, which one?
Oh,
Us
No,
two?
you two.
no,
Michael
we've,
and Gillian.
Yeah,
we've acted in 6 movies together.
yeah,
Y'all did one down in the islands. Has it come out yet?
yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
came
called
out
The Island,
right
yeah.
when the strike happened, so we couldn't even promote it. But we have a one on Netflix called Welcome to Sudden Death that we did for
Mhm.
Universal.
And you're
right,
being like
I'm a terrorist in that movie.
And we fight each
What
other.
does it take, Gillian?
You have to have a fight scene against each other.
Now I've seen men work out and get prepared for a scene where they have to do stunts. What does it take for a woman? If any woman was ever interested in being a stunt person, are you ever just very scared doing some of these stunts? Like, I watch Tom Cruise and I'm like, at this age, it ain't no reason why you need to be on a motorcycle going off a cliff. That's what stunt people are for. But doing things like that, Gillian, take me through it. How you feel doing when they tell you got to do stuff like that?
Well, okay. Let me make one correction. So, I am an actress who can do my own fight choreography and scenes. I don't do stunts.
you don't jump off.
No,
Okay.
no. Because
Thank you for clearing that up.
Like I did a movie called Take Back, where I'm the star with Mickey Rourke and Mike and a few other people. And every time, so when it's some fight scenes that I have to do, I am the one who's doing all the fighting. But when it's getting my face slammed into a table or getting thrown across the room, that's not me, because they can't risk, of course, me getting hurt. So, but to answer your question, even with the fight choreography, I can get hurt because I'm still fighting. And at my age, it's like I can easily get hurt more. You get older.
Or hurt other people.
Did she?
I did hurt somebody.
What?
See,
He's gonna throw that in there.
see, I didn't teach her first how to like pull punches. I taught her how to hurt folks, right? Never thinking about
Defense.
her doing movies one day where I have to fight her in a damn scene, and she don't know how to throw nothing hard. I made her hit so hard that it could hurt me, right? So, I was tough on her in training because she don't know no better. So I'm
Michael.
I'm training her to be a monster, and then now she's doing films, and I'm like, yo, she don't know how to not hurt somebody.
To kind of do it fake, kind of.
Yeah, she don't like. It's like 0 to 100, right?
It was my
And like, so she's like beating up, like she's hitting stuntmen, and she don't know the kind of power that she got. Like, the stunt guy will be like, "Yeah, you can kick me in the chest."
And
it's
honestly,
like,
that's what I was gonna say.
boom.
The stunt guys, they look at me and they're like, "Oh, what are you about 135 pounds? What you gonna do?" So they'll be like, so they'll tell me, "No, really hit me, really kick me," and I'm like, "Are you sure?" No, I don't want to. No, really kick me. And so in that one scene, I had to do this spinning back kick and kick this guy like across the room. And Mike was like, "You really should pad up." He was like, "No, I'm good. Mike is like, "You should put some padding on, And then when I kicked him and he flew, he was like, "Oh shit!" Like
Everybody thinks he's so.
he
Everybody
was
thinks
like,
he's so little.
he's like, pads, please, for the next shot.
Oh, he took the pad.
Oh, he took the pads in the next shot.
People think she's like 130 pounds. She's 100.
I'm closer to 160. I don't know why
Okay.
everybody
What?
thinks.
You
Yes,
saw
everybody
I
thinks-
didn't say it, right?
Cause muscle,
Yeah.
she got that muscle.
Yeah, but everybody tends to think I'm like 130.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
you
I'm
ain't
like 30
no,
pounds heavier.
you ain't
so
no little lightweight. You
yeah,
ain't
so they
playing.
think that I'm
What?
just like, oh,
What?
she can't, you know.
I was in Outlaw Johnny Black. Look, I was like this. I like to talk about my part.
Yes, please.
It's a horror movie.
Yes.
But if you saw the movie, I was like, did nobody tell me stop eating? But I was like, wow.
Well, wait, Kym,
It was-
can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Can I ask you something before you talk about your part? May
I
I
don't need to
ask
talk
if
about
we
my
got
part. Just talk
comments?
about me.
Yeah, I
Yes,
was just gonna say,
comment.
can we
You're right. We're talking about love and fighting. I'm trying to take it back because I was out there with the gate man.
We did actually talk about
Did
you
y'all-
earlier.
you did?
though.
Okay.
Yes, we did.
And y'all promoted the film real
Oh,
well.
yeah,
Great.
yeah.
Yes, we did.
I
Oh
was
my
at
gosh,
Outlaw
yeah.
Johnny Black Service.
Show the poster
I wore it
again.
yesterday.
No, we're gonna show
What
the
comment we
poster.
got? Listen.
There it is.
Oh, look, wait, that's me, right?
In the
Under the
turquoise.
gun. I finally made it. But wait,
Can you zoom in?
that's
let's
what I'm
see.
like. Why you ain't sending the one that's on your page right now?
You can
That
have
dark one? No,
Oh, that was nice.
That's my favorite one. I'm not even in that one, but
Yeah,
that's
you're
my
not in
favorite.
that one. You
No, but it's still
The
my favorite
distributor
poster.
chose this one, but I know what you're
You
talking
know
about.
what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
Ooh.
The one that's dark, yeah.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. That makes me really
There
want
you
to
go.
see
Yeah.
it. There I go. Look at me with my hands up.
Are you in the
Look at them
green?
7 cheers. Yes!
Yeah.
These are- with
Yeah.
black gloves on.
Look at those cheeks. Look at those cheeks. That Ash child was so funny.
You look
in this
good.
movie.
Oh, and Ash is so good in this movie.
Look at me.
You look good.
Yeah.
That's
Well, now,
pretty good.
Kym, I
right?
want to know what is your part?
She plays Sister Betty.
Thank you. I was like,
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Smoke coming out. Yeah.
Sister Betty.
I was about to say honeybee. I was like, oh, shit.
This is what I love, Michael. Kym is like, okay, we didn't talk about love and marriage. I want to talk about my part. I want to talk about who
Yeah.
I was in the movie. Who were you?
Whoever I was.
Okay, go back to the comments, Chris. I want to hear what people say about love and marriage, please.
Everybody, real fast. Everybody's so really interested in love with Gillian and Michael's story, but we do have a poll, and we've got a bunch of votes already. We'll end it here. MVP so far for today: Michael and Gillian barely beating out Seafood Salad in the poll for MVP so far today. So, congratulations to you two.
But it's gone now.
So,
You killed it.
He used a straw.
Sorry.
Gillian, please.
Let me pull this up, but you had me. It really hit me, really kicked me. Loving to hear about that from Gillian's time behind the movie. Joy B says, I do understand what he's saying, and most people think the way they think understand what he's saying. People just never had that kind of love and don't understand it, and kind of how you were stepping out to shield yourself before you admitted how great you guys are.
I love it. Now, Kym,
Oh, another.
what was your
Yes.
part? Tell it, because you were used in the trailer to help get financing.
Oh, Sister Betty. And I
Did you hear Kym? She goes, line.
was the Bible toter. Yes. I was in the no, let me tell you something. I was so excited to wear the costume. They put what's some things called a bushel, a booty
On the back?
on my butt.
Right.
A
Wait a
bustle.
minute, let's talk about this.
A
Let
bustle,
me
yeah.
tell y'all about Michael John White. Let me tell you about Michael. Let me tell you. This is why I love this man so much. Let me tell y'all. Y'all don't even understand. Let me tell y'all about Michael. You have no clue how creative and crazy, because he'd be scary in everybody think, ooh, this ain't nothing but a big old teddy bear. What I tell you, but creative, I will never forget. I tell the story all the time. You will know. First of all, when we did Black Dynamite, he ran up to me. He had his phone. We was at Wendy Raquel's party. He had his phone. He had done this trailer. And he was like, Kym, I'm making a movie. And he showed me the trailer. And, I was like, oh, that's cute, Michael. That's so cute. You're going to make a little movie. Let me tell
Oh,
you
there you go
something.
with that word little. You're going to make a little move.
Exactly. I know. That's what I was saying. It was disrespectful because I looked at it and I still was disrespectful because even when I came to the set, he was like, Kym, you going to play Honey Bee? Come and get, and we had Ruthie Carter, okay, Oscar nominated. She was doing our clothes. And I knew, I was like, oh, girl, he got you. This is great. This before she blew up. And she was doing her thing. And I remember us, because we was on a budget, we was getting the clothes together. I still hadn't studied my lines. It's disrespectful to the family, I'm telling you. Because I was like, oh, this is my cousin. His little movie, this is going to be so cute.
Can I interrupt you for 1 second? Can I interrupt you for 1 second, Kym?
Yes.
Michael and Gillian, we have had this talk because Kym likes to talk to people, and she'll go, oh, I love your little jacket. Oh, I love your little beard. Oh, you making your own movie? And I have told Kym, that's so disrespectful. She's like, no, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's just me joking. And then she went and did this to her cousin, and now is walking on the set going, this ain't no little movie. This is
Exactly.
Knew it was going to bite you in your butt. Keep on going.
No. Oh, no. It bit me in my butt. Because let me tell you something. I got on the set, and Michael's like, and Michael don't be playing. He was like, action. And I was like, oh, shit, what's my lines? I was like, and there go. Because, I mean, I was still being Kym. And then I was like, okay, just do it. So luckily, the movie was, a funny, crazy movie that it didn't take no, like, you got to be really acting. It's funny. I was sitting up there like
I think they just accommodated you with the script.
Messing up.
Kym, I think that it wasn't the fact that luckily it was just all fun and games and you really did not. I think Michael and Gillian had a meeting at the kitchen table and they were like, Kym gonna come in, she ain't gonna know her lines. So let's make it loose so she can just go. They wrote to you. Every other actor had to know that line.
That's true, though.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Because your improv.
I created that
fun.
role for her. So I know
But I was being disrespectful. Yeah. I saw Mike snap one time. I was like, get my sister together. He snapped on somebody. When I tell you, he was like, just do it. No. Because when he's directed, he ain't playing with you. When he directed, he don't care who you are. I was like this. I saw him snap at somebody. I was like, give me the signs. Give me the lines. Now look at him.
I don't snap. Do I?
You don't snap, but your boy, like,
it's your tone.
It's just people.
You serious.
It's that tone.
Yeah, people just get. I got that male RBF. This thing.
Oh.
So I look like I'm mean. Everybody thinks I'm mean.
He don't know when he say something. People are scared.
Well, it's because they saw me kick somebody in the face in a movie.
That's what it is. That's what it is. They have images.
I really don't act like that in person. Have you ever seen me angry?
No, I didn't say angry.
Right.
But when you mean business on that set, you like that time is money, Kym. I don't know why you keep going to craft service. No, I missed one scene. I was in craft service. Remember the group scene in Outlaw Johnny Black?
Yeah.
Everybody's in the church.
Right.
We was in the movies. I think it was Andre. Somebody reached over. They said, "Why aren't you in that scene?" I was like, "I was at craft service."
I'm done with you, Miss Whitley. This is your family.
Yeah, I was tripping, but it was so much fun. So we did Outlaw Johnny Black because when Michael comes to you and he says, and we did a fundraiser for the movie, So when he says he's going to do something, he really does it. And it turns out to be so great. And I'm not saying this because I'm in the movie or it's his movie, but you gotta go see this movie. Because it's filled with, first of all, it's so funny, but the action and the actors, the level of actors you got, I was like, oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was really impressed because then I was like, well, if he did that movie, he's going to do another one. But that next movie, I'm going to be skinny. I'm gonna be fighting, and I'm gonna know my lines. Okay, give me a third time's a charm.
Or Michael, if you are looking for alternates in case your cousin doesn't go through.
Oh no!
I know my lines before I walk on the set. I have rehearsed it. I know my character.
But you don't have any titties.
Yeah, if you want somebody big busted, I'm not gonna get the job.
She said big busted because she has to be politically correct because she got a talk show.
From Joha on Twitter. or on YouTube. Michael, when writing the film, did you envision who you would like to play each part?
Everybody. Yeah, absolutely. Glenn Turman was going to play my father. Like, that was like one of the first ones. Everybody, just like Gillian said, everybody came to the set and answered the call that I wanted. Because I really wanted to do the best movie I could, not just put it in it, put the most popular actors in there. Because I mean, that's really what I want to get away from. Because when you're looking at a movie, and just like with Black Dynamite, people watch that movie over and over. Because it's not about a popularity contest, it's about people that really fit. And just so happens, a lot of, and plus I really like when you cast amazing human beings who happen to be actors. That's my favorite. And also, who was almost in the movie was Samuel L. Jackson. He was coming. You didn't know this?
No.
Yeah.
I was on the phone
Probably
with this
because
man
she was at the craft service table when you made the announcement that Samuel Jackson was gonna come through.
Well, actually, Samuel L. Jackson was ready to come in. He had just had a back surgery, so he was going through a little bit of pain. But I out of our friendship and respect for him, I said, no, we will look for a time after production, after the principal photography, to shoot your scenes separately. Because I do not want you to come down here and endure that pain. I just can't, fathom doing that. And so we'll look at it another time when we'll put it together. But that time didn't come. But it was okay. Yeah. So, but you had, to me, he's one of the biggest actors in the world
that wanted to do that.
Yeah, who wanted to do it. Just
wow.
Out of the reading the script and out of respect for I guess the relationships and everything else, and what it means, because the movie, even though it's funny and everything else, it has a lot to say. It's got a lot to say about the redemption and forgiveness, and it's a good time to have that message. And I'm just happy that a lot of audiences are getting that message. And the first screening I had, a producer left and called me the next day and said, because of your movie, I called my mother. I haven't spoken to my mother in 8 years. But out of the message of your movie, it made me look at things differently. And now we're getting together. We're going to get together and talk. And when that happened, I said, you know what? I feel like I've done something right. And so the messaging of the movie came after people were telling me their feelings about it. Like when this whole thing of the faith-based blaxploitation, action, comedy, drama, that only came as a result of what people kept saying. And so then we used that in the marketing, because it was really, I let the people, kind of, set the narrative of the marketing, because that's what I'm always going to do my best. And this is like you raise your child and you put your child out in the world, and it's on that child. And so what's been happening is, people are responding the ways that I hope they would, but I didn't fall in love with my own stuff. I think that's a mistake for a lot of us artists. We got to do our best and put it out there. And if it's received, well, fine. If it's not, then that's cool too.
Two questions
Well, now
for Michael when you're ready, Sherri. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, because we want to congratulate you. I wanted to do two hot topics with y'all before you go.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're a married couple, you have children. Matthew McConaughey, who's his wife's name is, I think, Maria Alvarez or something like that. Camila.
Camila.
And he said that they raised their children to have secrets from them. How you feel about that? Would you raise your kids to have secrets from you?
No.
Absolutely not.
No. I say that again. No. No, I want them to be so
Open.
free to be who they are, to such a degree that, even if it's uncomfortable to us, we ain't going to show it. We'll talk about it with each other later. It's like,
Right.
you believe what she said, but I do not ever want to quell them, coming to feeling like they could come to us with anything.
Yeah, just being
I
open and
wonder
honest
why-
about everything.
I wonder why did they say they did that, Sherri? What's the purpose?
I don't know why, but that's the way they teach their kids. It's like Ashton Kutcher and his wife. They don't shower their kids or let them take baths. Some people are just, they raise their
Oh,
kids
that
to live
sound
in the
like
know.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but you don't take a
Yeah,
shower
well,
either.
Joshua, I was gonna say Joshua need to go live with them.
Right.
I mean,
All right,
everybody
here's
has
the
their thing, but
Discipline has its place,
yeah.
and it's not enough discipline out there right now. I don't care who,
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
what anybody says. It's
It's
not
a lot
enough
of gentle
discipline out there.
parenting. It's a lot of gentle parenting and parents being friends, I think, which has kind of bit us in the butt.
Yeah.
It's a separation they do have to have with the parents. There was the second one. Chloe Bailey from Chloe and Halle, the two girls. Halle, who was in The Little Mermaid, Halle Bailey, and her sister Chloe, who is a musician. She's a singer. She said, beautiful girl. She said her crush was Michael B. Jordan, but she was always scared to shoot her shot with Michael B. Jordan. How do you feel about a woman? Because I think we had been raised as women from a certain age that you don't go pursuing a man. You let him come to you. But now the practicality is there are a lot of women who are out there single. So how do you feel? And I'm sorry with you, Gillian, about a woman, if you see a man like you guys met at a party, if you see a man and he's interesting, you see a Michael J. White, he's interesting, would you go up and shoot your shot?
Absolutely. And to me, it's all about the way you present yourself. You know what I mean? I could tell I assess people. I'm always about observing and assessing people. And I could tell from him, he wasn't like the other guys in the club. You know what I mean? So that's why I felt comfortable dancing with him all night and talking to him and exchanging numbers, because he's different, and I think if I hadn't have done that, or he hadn't have pushed my friend to the side and been like, no, I want to talk to her, we might not be where we are today. You just don't know. And I think everyone, if you're interested in somebody, you better jump on that.
But it's how you present
It's
yourself.
how you present yourself, though. You don't want to, desperate, just friendly, just meeting somebody.
So
Now,
is she,
what about you,
but isn't
Michael?
she young?
I'm sorry, Kym. Please forgive me.
Isn't she young compared to Michael B. Jordan?
Well, it's not that, Chloe Bailey is about 24. Michael's what, 37? 36?
Is he?
It's like an 8-year difference.
Oh, I didn't know.
9-year
Okay,
difference.
it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I like
It ain't
Michael
like
B.
he's
Jordan.
62.
I'm gonna shoot my shot too.
How do you feel about that, Michael? Do you like women who come up to you and like, I like you?
So Michael,
25 and
what up?
36. 25 and 36 is the age.
Okay.
25 and 36.
I always respect that. Somebody to be like, who dares to be themselves. That's special. And if you got that in you, I say go for it. It's not a life to live and with regret.
Yeah, you'll have regrets.
Don't live with no
Yeah, I got a
regret.
long list of
You know?
regrets.
So it's like, come on now. If you feel that regret, you don't want to keep repeating that. And just what society says, oh, you're not supposed to do that. You got to dispel with that madness. You got to be you.
Yeah, and plus, how would you ever know? You're never gonna know
If you don't say
if you don't
something.
try. So that's how I look at it. Either you're gonna get shot down, or it's gonna be good to go.
Right. But you gotta put it
But
out
you gotta
there.
put it out there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
they're not making like they used to.
No, they are not. Why is my dog in love with your husband?
Sherri, I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
take this break, this little break. We've got one question, and then I thought maybe we'd bring our special guest on.
Yes.
Okay.
Damien has one. This caught my interest, and it's not okay. So Damien asks, "Can you ask Michael why he never?" I don't know if this wouldn't be how you say it. I think he means why you never pursued the UFC dream, since you're known for mixed martial arts in the background.
Oh boy. Well, that would be a demotion, big time, to become a fighter. That's
And you have a
never been
career.
Yeah, I know probably 30 major like champion boxers and fighters. I wouldn't want to trade lives with any of them. I've been I'm making a life doing the thing I studied, and with acting and writing and that type of stuff that leads to a career in the future. But I don't know why people might think that it would be intriguing to fight in a cage. It's just not.
That's your time.
Yeah,
it's a career
it's
where your
not
time
much.
is
Yeah,
limited.
It's a young man's game. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
And that's
not only
also
that.
people. That's a hard.
But-
That's hard on your body, mentally.
Yeah, but
That's what I mean by it's limited,
But the craziest thing is,
So
I've
much
probably
time.
sparred or fought with more champions than most champions have, because I can go train with everybody, all the top people I've trained with, right? And I get a chance to train with them at their best in their gyms to test myself. So when it comes down to, the only thing I'd be missing in competition is testing myself against these elite fighters, which I've done probably more than most people. So I've got the best of both worlds. So that would be the only thing that would be left going, hey, how would I fare with this person or that person? But I guarantee you there's probably about 20 major like champions that I've trained with and have come, as my wife can attest to, come to train with me at the house.
At our house.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's like the best of both worlds to me.
Have you ever been hurt
Come in.
on a movie or training? Have you ever gotten hurt?
I've never been really badly hurt. No.
Okay.
I mean, there's injuries that you always have, but
Pull a
no, I've
muscle
never.
or something.
Yeah, I've never been hurt.
Okay, because you've done some, like even in look, I keep going, but it was amazing when you watch this movie, Outlaw Johnny Black. How you learn how to do that thing with how'd you learn how to even the guns, the cowboy stuff? How'd you learn how to flip that thing and then?
As she knows, my wife will tell you,
On the way to work.
I created that on the way to work in the car. And
Every
in my
time.
first fight scene,
Every time.
with those guys, and
Yeah.
sticking up for the Native Americans,
Uh-huh.
nobody knew what that fight scene was. I just told everybody while we did it. So I created that on the way because I've done so much fight stuff before.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's,
So you like a coordinator also, a fight coordinator?
yeah. So, and a lot of the people on that set were fight coordinators. So
Wow. No, they were. I got to meet all of them.
Yeah.
We had a stunt where we punched a horse. Peter, don't come after us. The horse
How
is
dare
trained.
you? How
I
dare
ain't
you?
never seen nothing like it. This horse was
trained to
it
fall.
was trained to fall. It was amazing. I know that sounds crazy, but I was tripping because Mike trained me. He didn't really train me, but he didn't I have the kick or I had the
you
gun.
did
You
fight
hit somebody.
I
with
did a fight. Let
you
me
hit
tell you
a
something.
mic.
It was
Yeah.
so difficult because
You hit somebody with a Bible.
I
Right.
did.
That's all.
But it was, I would have done more. I want everyone to know I could have done more, but it was the dress.
Yeah.
Follow
Oh
up.
my
Follow
God,
up. Was it Old Testament or New Testament?
Don't confuse her.
Right.
But that the horse punch thing.
Yeah.
The guy who did the punch, his name was Higgin Machado. He is the most successful jiu-jitsu guy on the planet. That's like one of the greatest jiu-jitsu champions there is.
That
Wow.
big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember he was the
Yes,
Indian-
yes,
Native American
yes.
woman? Yeah.
But he's so big. Is
Wow.
he still the jiu-jitsu?
That helps you being a fighting champion when you're
Yeah.
big like that and strong. So
Oh my God! I wish I'd have known that.
yeah, there was a lot of people that
I saw a lot of wrestlers. I
Yeah.
saw and then you know what? I didn't see because I thought I said didn't Jim Brown and them come on the set? Or am I tripping?
Yeah,
I
he
see
was
that?
there.
Oh, that's what I thought. I thought I
Yeah.
saw some real famous
Pam
people.
Greer was on the set.
Yes,
Yeah.
Pam
Pam
Grier.
Grier came up
Yeah.
there.
There was a lot of people on
Fred
the set.
Williamson was on the set.
Yeah, why don't we just say turn the camera on them and have bloopers on the outtake or something? Because that was worth it. Okay, sorry. I'm ready. I'm listening.
No, we're listening to you.
No, this is incredible. The fact that Kym and these martial artist these legends were all around her, and she's like, "Oh well, what do you know?"
Because she probably said when they showed up, "Oh, look at the little actors coming, the little pants here, walking on the
little
set.
fighters, a little UFC fighter,
little fighters, look at the little fighter, and punch a little horse in his chest. Kym be poo poo and everything. That's why."
To answer the listener,
White, your cousin, and Gillian White, got nothing to be played with. Outlaw Johnny Black. You can look it up. It's at theaters near you. Please go and support this independent film, which means that they didn't have, you go to these studios and they give you $100 million to make a movie. Gillian and Michael went out and produced this film themselves. They got financing themselves. They did all of the hard work. Please, let's support this film and make it so that we can continue seeing more.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I couldn't say it better.
Exactly.
I told her to say that.
Okay. All right. Hey, let's go from supporting one Black endeavor to the next. It's Miracle Buttercream's Sita Lewis joining Kym, Michael, Gillian, Sherri. Sita is the new sponsor of the Support a Black Business segment. She's an incredibly successful person herself, working hard. She's got a great story about how Two Funny Mamas fans helped her, and we're so excited to have her on board. She's on board. Contract signed. Kym signed it, Sherri. I don't know if it's valid. We've got Sita. She's going to be joining. Not only are we going to give away some of her great products, which Michael, Gillian, you need to get in on this. It's fantastic. Yeah. But she is going to actually help out. We're going to feature new businesses every week. Sita is going to be a resource for you. Sherri and Kym are going to shine the light, and it's really exciting that we're doing this. We couldn't have a better partner with Sita. Thanks, Sita.
Hi, everybody.
Sita. We're so happy, and thank you for collaborating with us and being a partner with us and sponsoring, when we highlight new businesses, Black businesses. Thank you so much for coming in and being a partner in that endeavor. And I have to say, we can't be more happy to partner with you, because I don't know if y'all can see this.
Oh, look, Kym. Look, Sherri got some.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Don't start.
This is the Miracle Butter. And not only because I asked, Kym didn't ask. I was like,
hold up. I might have some in my drawer.
I had used all of mine. I know you got in your drawer. This is for hair and skin because you have different products. And I want to tell you, let me tell you, y'all, I've used mine, so I had to get some more. This smells amazing. It is so good. And I also have, I don't have my reading glasses on. This one is the one. It's the body. Was it the body lotion that I had?
That's our signature product. That's the signature product, which is the body butter that you can use for your skin and your hair. It is.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah. Woo! That's this jar right here. Yeah.
When I tell you this is so, and it just
see.
glides on your skin. Michael and Gillian, you gotta get some glides on your skin. I'm putting some on there. It smells so
I'm
clean.
gonna make sure I get
beautiful
everybody.
Scent.
Everybody's gonna have Miracle Buttercream, that's for sure. So
tell us about it.
So I want to start by saying congratulations to everybody that I'm looking at right now, because when I came on the show 2 years ago, Sherri, you didn't have your own show. It was so many things happening. Like,
and Kym is still where she is.
You just did a movie.
You just did a movie. Congratulations to Michael, Jack, and Gillian. I'm so proud of everybody there, because what we're doing is we're supporting each other. And when I came on the show after, contacting Kym, and Kym and I were friends from way back, so many things happened for me. And I just want to give you guys like a quick update on how blessed I have been since I was on Two Funny Mamas in November of 2021. Okay.
Right.
So it'll be 2 years this November. But It was such a blessing that I was doing my operation out of my house at that time. And I don't know if you remember, I told you that Denzel Washington had blessed me because he loved my product so much that he and his wife Pauletta blessed me with the cold press machine so that I could start kicking out more product that same year. So I was still in my house, and then I did your show, Two Funny Mamas, and I literally had to have my own lab in 30 days. It was less than 30 days. Now I'm in my own 2,000 square foot lab, and I have 6 employees. And we are rolling out thousands and thousands of jars of Miracle Buttercream. I have new products. I have soaps now. I have now. I have lip balm. It's like a whole collection of skincare products. And I was talking to Chris, and I was explaining to him. I said, Chris, like, you guys don't realize how much you did for my business. And it's so important for me to be able to give back to other businesses. So that's why I felt like it was really important and I felt honored, first of all, to be able to sponsor the segment where we feature a Black business. And I know what comes after that. It's nothing but a God's favor.
Look at that.
Oh,
right. You
we're
won, and now you want to turn around for somebody else. That is unbelievable.
Yeah, I will disclose Sita's been giving me points on everything that Two Funny Mamas has accounted for the last few years. I think this is a weird time to tell you, but thank you, Sita. Appreciate that.
No, we're so appreciative.
I'm gonna support y'all till I take my last breath, because you never know when that moment is going to be for you, and I always feel like as a small business, as an entrepreneur, and I was a TV producer and I was in the music business for 20 years. Sure. And I started my business when I was 50 years old, and I was in the yeah, and that's why we know that, like, it's never too late to tap into your dream. I remember when I was on that show, Sherri, and you had filled in for Wendy Williams on her show. And I said, I really felt, and this is the honest to God truth, I felt in my heart of hearts that you and Kym were going to have your own show. And I said it that day on that show. When I go back and look at it, I said, oh, wow, I literally felt like God was telling me that y'all were going to have your own show. And, I was friends with
you. Cut me out. She cut me out the deal. 49%.
I'm friends with Norman Baker, because when I was in the television world, Norman used to work with me as my production assistant. And so I called Norman and I said, Norman, Sherri is amazing. Y'all need to bring her and Kym, and you can ask Norman, y'all need to bring them together and have their own show. And, and then when I found out, I was over the moon. I was right in the front seat when you did your debut show. I was
Can I let you in on a little secret? Kym and I have had offers. Kym and I have had multiple offers for us to work together. But every time we get on the Zoom meeting, somebody comes to the door and Kym has to step out of the meeting. Literally. Somebody comes and we will be meeting with big wigs. And they'll be telling us about how much they love Kym and I, and they want us to work. And Kym be like, wait a minute, hold on. I got to go pay. What? You got... And I never see her again in the meeting.
I'll call you, Kym. I got to call
her. We have had meetings on the phone, and I want y'all to hear this, Michael Jai, so you know the next time you book your cousin in a movie. We have had meetings at 11 o'clock, and I'll be on the phone, and it'll be 11:15, and I go, just start talking, and I'll speak for Kym. And we will be talking, and I'll go, well, thank you so much for meeting with me, and I'll let Kym know. And Kym will be like, hello, it's Kym. So tell me about the meeting. What's going on? You what? Okay, I got a few questions. And then Joshua, all you will hear is her go, Joshua, sit down. I'm not playing with you. Okay, so anyway, what was y'all saying?
That was her reality show experience. She's on a reality show.
I'm better now.
But we ain't got no offers now. We ain't got not a one.
Sherri.
Sita.
Thanks,
I do
Sherri.
want to say that you did speak it into existence, and it happened. But then when God was like, Kym, I want to do this, Kym said, God, what little blessing you gonna give to us today?
Everything is big. Everything is big. Even just how I found out about this podcast, I was telling you guys before that Michael Collier and I are friends, and he called me and he said, wait, and I was asking him about Kym Whitley. And he said, she has a podcast, right? You need to call her. And I said, what? I didn't know. So it's like one thing always leads to another. And, and the minute that I called Kym, I think she hooked me up to be on the show a week later. Like, it was like a week later.
Just like Michael Collier is in the movie.
Sita, you forgot.
Ready right now.
He was at my studio a week before he told you that too. How great is that?
Michael Collier.
That's how God.
When I tell you, God is really good, and I do have to say this about my friend. She is really good about bringing people on the show and spotlighting folks. Kym, she may lead an interview halfway through, but she will bring folks on and spotlight them because Kym believes in giving back, as I do. But Kym is more proactive than me, and I so appreciate who Kym brings on, because I had never heard about Miracle Butter. When you came on, she said Sita wants to come on. I was like, who is Sita? And you came with the Miracle Butter, and I remember I got some from my stepmom, and she has been using it on her feet, and just loves this product. I love the fact that your packaging is burned on. This is so beautiful. Just the packaging that it comes in. It's quality, and I love, and this is so pretty. Like, you can put this on your countertop, and it just looks very, very gorgeous. I have it on my hands.
And
Kym,
the product
it smells so wonderful.
16 different scents. So whatever it is that you're into, if it's lavender, if it's lemongrass, if it's amber, like, we have a scent that everybody would love and become their favorites. I mean, we even have these little minis that we give out. If people can't figure out what's going to be their favorite scent, we give them a whole collection so that, then they can buy the big monster jar once they pick which scent that they love. But I really feel blessed. I feel honored to be able to come on the show and give you guys the update of just how God has blessed me, because I was at my dining room table when the show came on, Two Funny Mamas. And literally, I had orders, and I have pictures of this. I had orders. Me and he wasn't my husband then. Y'all met him at the show. He wasn't my husband then, honey, but he was getting up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and putting all the orders around the table. And by the time I woke up, he had like 40 orders already packaged. And then I would wake up at like 7 and do my 40. And then I hired 2 people to come in, and we were like packing orders around the clock.
What would you say to somebody who wants to? I love the fact that you said at 50, you completely switch careers. That's very hard for a person to do, because you're like, I'm 50. What do I have to offer? You hear that voice in your head.
Yeah.
Do I deserve this? Where do I start? Michael, John White, and Gillian are making their own films. What advice would you give to somebody who wants to start their own business?
To go for it, because it wasn't just the fact that I was 50 that I felt like was something that was against me, but I went through some real trials in my life. My father passed away, and he had a very large estate. Okay. Robert Johnson, the president of BT, was the executor of his estate. And we had some issues that happened, and it turned into legal issues for about 6 years after his passing. So I was pretty much like devastated. I had a lot of things going on with my career that I had to put on hold, the TV stuff. So, I was a producer on the Bethany Frankel show. I was a producer on America's Got Talent, Love and Hip Hop. I was a producer at BET for 15 years. So I stepped away from producing for 2 years just to help handle my dad's legal estate. And when I came back to try to get a job, there was no one trying to hire somebody that was out of the game for 2 years. And then I was starting to reach 50. So I literally said, let me see what I can do. My girlfriend was an administrator at Harlem Children's Zone. And she asked me, because I was a culinary producer too on a lot of these shows. She said, why don't you go to the school and teach culinary in an after-school program at Harlem Children's Zone? I went to Harlem and started teaching in a basement kitchen with a very small salary that I wasn't used to, but I was happy to have a job. And the minute I started serving people in the community, and then I just wanted to lose a few pounds. So I started walking in Harlem, walking through the streets, walking up and down 125th Street. And I saw the Africans, selling the shea butters. And I said, you know what? I want to buy some of this, but it was so hard. I couldn't figure out how to get it into my skin. So I started mixing and playing with the ingredients because that's what my culinary background was teaching me to do. And when I came up with a formula, I decided to share it with my students who had severe eczema. This is like a thing that is really plaguing, especially the Black community, but a lot of people have eczema these days and allergies and things that like skin issues, dermatitis. So I decided instead of teaching a culinary lesson that particular week, I am going to introduce to them my product and teach them how to make it for themselves. So I got the blenders and the mixers. We never put heat on our product. We always cold pressed it. So that's what made my product different. And when they came back from Christmas break in 2016, they were like, Miss Sita, look at this. My eczema is gone. My eczema is gone. And so they said, you should turn this into a business. I said, I don't know anything about retail. I don't know anything about selling. And they literally showed me. These were 16-year-olds, and they encouraged me. And I was like, start a business at 50, and it was scary, but 6 years later, $2.5 million later, in sales, and I have absolutely no debt. I don't have any loans, and I don't have any partners. Like this is a female-owned business that I have grown organically, brick by brick by brick. And I promise you, it's people like you both who helped put me on this platform and put the product out there. And now I bet you 40% of the people that are watching right now can say, oh yeah, I buy Miracle Buttercream, because your audience is like my audience.
Yeah, our audience is very supportive. Well, I have two questions. One is, because we've been talking about it, where can you get Miracle Buttercream? Number one.
Yeah, what's the website?
It's very simple, miraclebuttercream.com.
There it is.
In the live chat as well. In the live chat and the description as well.
And it looks like my Instagram is Miracle Buttercream. So,
but you are here to launch our segment, and you are the sponsor of our segment for a Black business. So every week or every other week, we will present someone like yourself in order to grow their business, bring awareness, blah, blah, blah. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay, wait.
Wow.
Kim, wait a minute. Kim. What did she just say?
I don't know.
Did she just take out Lil?
Michael got jokes. He said, I didn't say Little Cream.
Yeah, but I mean,
we're going to have little businesses featured.
Little businesses, blah, blah, blah. What is going on?
Kym Whitley.
We peter in professional and fall out.
She needed a nap. which is happening right now.
We'll just, here's the official disclaimer. Kym Whitley and Sherri Shepherd, hosts of the two-time NAACP Image Award-winning podcast, are pleased and excited to welcome Miracle Buttercream. And you know Sita Lewis, she started it. She's going to support a black business each and every week by featuring them on the podcast, and she's going to reach out personally and professionally and help with any questions you have. She wants to be your friend, and she wants to help other folks each week grow their business just like Two Funny Mamas helped her. So amazing to work with you, Sita.
Kym, that was the blah, blah, blah part that you cut out.
Look at Dexter. Dexter's like,
I'm jealous you have your puppy. I have a dog now, too. His name happens to be Butter.
All you were saying.
Oh, Butter!
Okay.
Good job, Sita.
Everything.
Thank you.
Sita, congratulations so much.
Thank you so
We
much.
loved it.
I just can't wait. And every person that's featured on the show is going to get a special Miracle Buttercream package. And we're going to ship it out to them so that, that'll be our introduction to keep them in touch with us as an entrepreneur that helps another entrepreneur. And I believe in keeping, my phone available, my email available, because that's how I got where I am, supporting others. And I'm never going to stop. It was when I was supporting those kids in that basement, when you start serving, that's when God just starts moving mountains for you. And I
absolutely.
I am blessed, highly favored, and very thankful. This is a God business.
Well, we thank you so much. Absolutely. And we agree. We stand and agree. And thank you so much, Sita. I'm so excited.
Great. And Sita, next week we're going to do Art of Hearts. That's going to be our business next week.
Okay.
I'll jump in on this one real fast just to catch everyone up. We have a lot of people asking in the comments. So next week we have Art of Hearts. We're excited to bring them on. For the time being, feel free to email twofunnymamas@gmail.com. But I will say more instructions to come because it's going to be layered and we're going to make it mean something. So we're excited, and it's incredible. Technically, we could say Outlaw Johnny Black, first one featured on the official segment. There it is, a milestone. You didn't see that coming, did you, Michael?
No, I didn't.
That is our first.
And I want to get Michael and Gillian.
Right, yeah.
I want to get them a Miracle Buttercream. So if somebody can forward me an address, I'll get that out.
Got you covered.
The week.
I'd love to try it. I love anything from my skin. So
can I say this?
That Amber.
Gillian and Michael, you know how in the movies you'll see a certain car or you'll see a pizza box. Maybe in the next action movie that Michael has, he can be smearing miracle butter on his feet before he kicks somebody.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Why?
He just be smearing.
What's she say? Smear.
I'm trying to.
Wait, I have a question, Chris. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I have a clip of Wyclef Jean smearing Miracle Buttercream on his feet on his podcast, and he said now he's going from ashy to classy because he used to use Vaseline, but now he only uses Miracle Buttercream, and that was an authentic. I didn't know.
That's a good slogan. It rhymes.
Yeah.
Ashy to classy.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But we love it. Thank you so much, Sita. I'm sorry, you were going to do comments, Chris.
Yeah, Kym, did you have something before I jump in?
No, I was going to say, we still have time for Gillian and Michael, their IGs.
Oh, we've been popping those up.
It's been popping up on.
I just want to make sure people know where to follow them and ask them all their questions they want to ask them today, but we didn't get to.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think you're going to get all kinds of folks like that to jump in. And if you want to go follow our friends, follow them on Instagram, but definitely go see Outlaw Johnny Black. It's really simple to find. You just Google Outlaw Johnny Black and then just type in your zip code on any number of websites. You can check them out. You can see Gillian, you can see Michael, and you can see Kym take just the star of Outlaw Johnny Black with, what was your character's name, Kym?
Betty.
Oh, there she is.
That's a little trick I use just to get Kym focused.
That's funny as
that is. That's a good director. That's a good director.
Can you do it again?
She tunes out, but when I just so you know, anytime that she just kind of drifts off, or whatever, just.
Wait a minute! Why you show Sherri that? She is
on time now.
Have me some keys.
Oh my God, I hate you. Oh my God, I'm so mad at you.
Oh,
We are
my
going
gosh.
to make 2 Funny Mama key rings and keys
Yep.
to put on there. So you just jingle them at Kym.
Yeah,
Do it again, Michael. Do it again. Can you do it again?
Once that, this is what I had to do.
I'm gonna feel myself.
You know?
Oh my
Get you
God.
back focused on things.
Yeah.
Wow, and I didn't know why he was doing that. And I looked up because I
Well,
was
you can't help
texting.
I thought he was
I
about to
can't.
leave.
You can't help
I
yourself.
was like this. I was like this.
I want you to play it back too. I
Oh,
want
we
you to
will.
play it back and see what the difference was when she was zoned in on her phone.
Michael, I'll send you a clip. I'll send you a clip for sure.
My
Well, this is the one thing you don't have to.
Question
wanna
for
give
Sita.
I'm trying to be of help.
Sita and Miracle Butter, and you can go to what was your website, Sita?
miraclebuttercream.com. Miraclebuttercream.com. Yes. Thank you.
This is
all.
amazing.
Question.
And we're glad, and we don't partner with, we take this seriously. We just don't, Kym and I don't just partner with anybody. We partner with somebody who we can trust, who we know your product is of good quality, and we like to partner with people who have integrity. And Sita, you are all of that. And so we are
Thank you
so
so
proud
much.
and honored to be partnered with you, where you're going to sponsor our, bringing Black awareness to, blah, blah, blah. Like what Kym
Oh,
said.
no. Oh, not again. Not
I
again.
know,
They're getting on you.
I know what's
No.
going to happen.
We're so
We're
thankful.
going to get that big one, right? And after she finishes using it, she's going to turn that into a candle. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Yes.
I know you.
That is a good idea.
That makes a good candle too.
Kym,
It
we have a
does.
surprise. Kym, we do have a surprise. Upon your arrival to St. Louis tomorrow, you've
Right,
got.
if I get off the podcast so I can pack.
Well,
Go ahead.
when you come to St. Louis tomorrow and you come by the office, we've got a big delivery for you from Sita.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
See that?
So you
Oh,
get your
then I gotta get it back here. And guess what the delivery's gonna
Make
be?
sure you don't
Get a bigger suitcase.
you check your bags, because at the airport, I put this size in there. They will snatch this at the airport if you don't check the bags.
The
Yeah.
little ones.
I have travel sizes. If y'all want me to send you some travel size containers, I got the travel size. But
I
this
got
one
big
will be
bags.
snatched, and you'll
I'll
be
take
crying
all
at
my bras.
the TSA. Yeah.
And wigs.
I like it. It does not feel greasy. I put it on. It feels so good and smooth and silky. It feels really
Yeah.
No,
good.
let's do
And
a
it smells-
real. Let's
Love-
do a real test. Put it on them elbows. Let's see what happens. And wait.
I'm not doing that on screen.
Them
Elbows.
elbows gonna suck that miracle buttercream up in there. Them elbows gonna suck it up.
Michael, can you do the keys? Can you do the keys?
It's almost about that time. Man.
Can you do the keys? Can you do
Oh,
your
God.
keys, Michael?
Are we back? Are we back?
We're
Are we
back. We're back.
Okay, there we go. Okay, we're back. Okay.
I will say this
What a
before
show.
everybody gets out of here. Everybody's handles are in the description. Please go follow Gillian, follow Michael. Keep supporting Kym and Sherri. Support Sita. She'll be back next week. Also, I think I'll just go ahead and say this now. Should have Cedric the Entertainer on next week. We got the St. Louis connection making that happen. So should be an exciting show. Everybody make sure you're subscribed. We're inching towards 100,000 followers, Kym. So we'll get there.
Awesome.
Hit the subscribe button, everyone who is or not, and tell the people. I mean, not blah blah
blah,
blah.
blah.
Yeah,
No,
you know,
no blah, blah, blah.
I'm delirious. Go hit the subscribe.
All right, you guys.
And what? Go see Outlaw Johnny
Outlaw Johnny
Black.
Black.
That's all I can say.
Yes.
Boom. I'll see y'all.
Love y'all.
Funny mamas. Two funny mamas. What's with the grin? Sherri and Kym. Yeah, that's them. About to throw down again. Tickling the soul from beginning to the end. Two dope friends, I love the way they do their thing. They digress, don't distress, such a beautiful mess. Two real ones, so true in the topics they address. So go ahead and subscribe, cause the party gets live. Take a seat, get strapped in.